Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? So I got a chance to see the new Netflix movie called Gerald's Game. It's based on a Stephen King book originally. And to be honest, this movie did a lot of things right, but it also had some potential that it just totally fucking squandered, and it was really fucking frustrating by the end of the movie. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship, you guys have been together for over a year, and it's great, the sex is good, everything's going well, but every time your significant other takes a shit, it stinks up the entire house for 10 minutes to the point where you gotta do a lap around the block. And I don't want to give too much away, but the plot of the movie is basically Carla Gugino is handcuffed to a bed because a sexual fantasy has gone wrong. And while she's handcuffed to that bed, she has to deal with a bunch of shit. She has to figure out how to escape, and she's like dealing with a bunch of emotional shit, and that's basically the movie. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm giving this movie a positive review. However, there are some things that are just undeniably bad about the movie. First of all, movie should have ended 5 minutes before it did. Second of all, I personally thought if I was in that situation, I would have tried some more shit. I don't feel like she did quite enough. I felt like there was a few more things she could have did to try and get out of it, but whatever. That's the blueprint, and that's what we deal with, and you just kind of have to accept that, so I thought that was a bummer. And some of the acting is mediocre, but it's mostly a little bit towards the end, and there's some other shit that's not Carla Gugino. Like, some of the other actors were really, like, hit or miss, and I was just kind of like, eh. But my main problem with this movie was because of the ending, which leads me to the positives about the movie. There are 2 or 3 scenes that are really fucking unsettling, like to the point where I'm watching this in the daytime and I actually got a little bit freaked out for a second. Like, there was legitimately a couple scenes in the movie where I was just like, oh my fucking god, why is that happening? Like, this movie did a lot of things right. Like, atmospherically, this movie will fuck you up a little bit. And I like that they had this really, not necessarily strong female character, but a complex character that was trying to work through her own shit, and she was very productive about it. Basically, what I'm saying is Carla Gugino's character was a great character. There's a couple things that were a little bit predictable towards the beginning of the movie, but they didn't end up where you thought they were gonna end up. I know that sounds weird, but just watch the movie, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't remember there being a whole lot of music in the movie particularly, which I'm okay with because that makes for a way creepier atmosphere. And just fair warning for anybody that's maybe under the age of like 21, there is some harsh shit that is dealt with in this movie, both physically and psychologically. Like, this is not for anybody. I personally, if I had a kid, I wouldn't want them watching this before they hit like 20, maybe at the earliest. But honestly, overall, throughout the whole movie, I was in it. Like, I like on the fucking journey with the main character. And you felt both good and bad for her throughout the movie, depending on whatever the situation might have been. And that first, like, oh shit, like, scary, what the fuck moment was just holy fuck. But anyway, I'm just gonna cut it off right there. I think people I'm gonna tell you, watch it. Give it a shot. Because I feel like some people will legitimately be freaked the fuck out by this movie, but other people might think, it's kind of slow, or or the pacing is weird, shit like that. And I'm really not a fan of horror movies, but I found myself enjoying probably the vast majority of it. But again, that ending just totally fucked it up. So based on everything I just said, I think I'm gonna give it a 6.8 out of 10. Like, honestly, this movie was scary to the point where, like, I'm like, okay, as soon as this is done, I'm gonna need like a palate cleanser. I'm gonna have to watch like an episode of Family Guy or something. But then the end of the movie is just like that last level of Tetris, and it's really fucking frustrating. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you even heard of it? Have you read the book? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.